Today is Friday the 22nd of June, and I'm glad you could join us. I want to talk to you about two matters today. One has to do with my constituency, which is Fox Hill, and the other with the Conference on the Future of the Caribbean, which just wound up on Thursday in Washington. First, a bit about Fox Hill. During the debate on the budget in the Senate on Wednesday the 20th of June, the F&M's defeated candidate for Fox Hill, who is now a senator, spoke in the Senate. And there were many calls from PLPs who were watching the address, and they were incensed by it. In it, I understand that she made certain accusations about the PLP's conduct in Fox Hill during the elections, and about my conduct in particular. I really find these remarks quite stupid, really. The F&M has to realize that they got beaten in Fox Hill and get over it. They had a candidate who was going around during the campaign boasting about how much money she had and how she was a Fox Hillian, as if being from Fox Hill would automatically entitle her to a seat for Fox Hill. Her own people rejected her, and rejected her badly. The accusations that I understand were made were that T-shirts were given out by the PLP to school children on the Sandilands Primary School grounds. That is an absolute lie. But what I suspect is this is really a part of a scheme on her part to get the Ministry of Education to move the teachers at Sandilands Primary School because of a vendetta which she holds against those teachers. The PLP did not distribute T-shirts on the Sandilands Primary School grounds. It was also fanciful for the F&M's candidate to suggest that the PLP attacked her parade during the election campaign. That too is a lie and a figment of her imagination. It is also a lie to suggest that any PLP, at the behest of the PLP, pulled down any F&M posters in Fox Hill. What we do know is that the PLP put up posters in Fox Hill, and the next day they were all down. One guess as to who did it. The PLP complained to the police, and the police did nothing. But all of that has nothing to do with anything, really. The fact is the F&M lost the seat in Fox Hill. Their candidate was a lousy candidate, and what we have now is an attempt at someone, by someone, who simply will not accept that she got beaten in the election and is jonesing to be the representative. So we shed no tears for the F&M candidate. She was a bad candidate. Making her a senator is merely an attempt by the F&M's leader to harass me, part of his campaign of hate Fred Mitchell. But the PLPs will stand their ground against the attempts by the F&M through that senator to victimize the people of Fox Hill. You can see her coming a mile off, pushy, aggressive, disgusting in the way she practices her politics, nasty in fact, simply doesn't know her place, pretending to be nice, but not nice at all. Sad, but true. And I really blame Lynn Holowesko, who's the president of the Senate, for allowing this trash to be entered into the Senate record. Meanwhile, Hubert Ingraham and his foreign minister Brent Simonet have now gotten their 15 minutes of fame and the photo opportunity with US President George Bush. The Conference on the Future of the Caribbean is now over. The most important development is that the news has come that the Caribbean Basin Initiative, which was set to expire in September 2008, is to be extended, or President Bush says he's going to try to extend it. It expires in 2008 because that is a violation of the World Trade Organization rules. The US President says that he will extend it, but there are no particulars on the matter. We need to know the details. We also need to know what commitments we have on investment in the region and on security matters and education coming from the United States. I hope that it simply did not end up being a talking shop. One sign of the way Caribbean issues are generally treated was the report that the US Secretary of Commerce, who came to a meeting with prime ministers of the region, delivered his speech and promptly left so that he did not even hear the opening remarks of Barbados Prime Minister Owen Arthur. That happened many times in conferences that I attended for the Bahamas. The countries would invite our heads of government, their senior minister would come and then leave for the meeting to be chaired by the vice minister, and a vice minister dealing with our heads of government. In one case, involving the British, Tony Blair, the British Prime Minister, didn't even bother to show up. He sent a message by video to the conference. We understand that many of the heads of the dependent territories like Bermuda, Turks and Caicos, the Cayman Islands, and the British Virgin Islands did not show up because they were relegated to the sidelines. They sent their officials instead. It is important, however, that the meeting took place and the conversation with the United States must continue. The CBI development is a good one. No doubt the Prime Minister and his Foreign Minister will come back crowing like roosters about what was accomplished. But I can tell you from reading the minutes from the meeting, it is clear that whatever was accomplished, Brent Symonette and Hubert Ingraham had little to do with it. That's it for this time. Thank you until the next time, and goodbye.